Hey everyone, I'm Blitz
And I'm Dadman.
Talk about this thing.
This is a game I made for Ludum Dare 30, yo. It was made in 48 hours on the theme of Connected Worlds. And the Connected Worlds I chose was like playing through the same story as a male or a female and then seeing what different choices and things happen. That was the starting theme, but it kind of went weird because, I don't know, I started it when I was drunk. And then continued it when I was...
Wait, seriously?
Yeah, and then continued it while I was
Was
terribly
this after you got back from the party then?
Yeah. And then continued to work on it during the hangover stage to the sobering up. And then working on it the next day, trying to figure out what I'd actually done and putting it together.
This is going to be the greatest thing we've ever played on this show.
So you know it's got to be good. We'll put the link in the description if you want to play it yourself, because we'll only play it for a bit and then
apparently there'll be multiple endings, but we're only going to go for one. So
well, we can do for two.
Okay,
we can decide at the time. So what's going to happen is Blady X-Face here is going to play it because he doesn't know what happens to everything, and I'm going to narrate, seeing as I know the words that are in the game and stuff. This is a Twine game, by the way, for anyone who's interested.
What's a Twine game?
Twine's like a super simple thing where you can just like keep track of a few variables really easily, like if the player's done this, that or the other, and then you can do branching story very easily, so it's pretty cool.
So a text-based adventure?
Yeah.
Okay. You ready?
I was born ready.
Oh, okay.
I'm also ready now.
Okay.
Alright.
I don't ask.
Are you going to be female?
Yes.
Alright. Vanilla or chocolate, the ice cream man said.
I have taste. It's a chocolate too.
Are you sure? The ice cream man asked. So many people just walk in here and pick something willy-nilly, but it's going to have an impact on the rest of your life. I mean, on average, chocolate ice cream takes longer to consume to vanilla. Did you know that? What if you're still holding an ice cream once you bump into that childhood sweetheart of yours? Your whole life could go on a different track.
Oh, shut up, you dick.
Piss off, I shouted at the top of my lungs. If you're going to be like, I don't want your garbage, do your job properly next time. I stormed off and headed home without any ice cream. I managed to get home. I decided to have a quiet night in. I decided to dig a big hole in the garden. I decided to slap someone with a fish I had in the freezer. I decided to go clubbing.
Well, obviously, I'm going to slap you with a fish. Actually, I have a fish right here right now.
Ow! Alright. I took the large fish out of the freezer. It was a proper beast, skin, head and all. I walked out with it and saw a couple of people in the street. I walked up to the first person I saw, and before they knew what was happening, I whacked them with the fish. The fish snapped over their head and they collapsed on the floor, unconscious. People started to surround me. I was grabbed from behind and taken away in a police car. Confess crimes and pay bail, confess crimes and go to jail.
Well, firstly, nice rhyming there.
Thank you.
And secondly, I'm going to jail.
I sat in the rec room surrounded by hardened criminals. It looked like we got a new kid, one of them said, as they put their hand on my shoulder. Prison wasn't so bad. I liked the routine, and after a couple of days I could hold my own against the bullies. But then 2 weeks after I arrived, the whole world was sucked into an endless void and everything ever died except maybe God. An end.
Okay, so we're not doing just one ending.
No, let's do another one. Restart. Yeah, so that's the prison ending.
Right, well...
Try being a male this time. I think the route we did, there wasn't
choose.
any... Okay, you can choose.
What were you going to say? You think the route?
I think that route we did, there wasn't many differences in the gender stuff.
Yeah.
Chocolate or vanilla?
Banana.
Coming right up, sir. You made the right choice, he said as he took my money. You'll walk home with this ice cream, enjoy it, and never think about it again. How wonderful is that? You're paying for a little moment of bliss that'll leave you swoon, but that's okay. I interrupted his rambling. Soon. It's like soon, but like with an extra L in it.
Okay.
For variation.
Do you want to read the first bit before I make my choice?
Well, do you want to interrupt him?
Well, I do, but I want to know what... Well, actually, yeah.
If you're interrupting him, then you're not going to get to read the rest.
Valid point.
Hurry it up, I said. The man broke out of his trance and stared me in the eye. Right, I'm fine, sorry. I got carried away there. Enjoy your ice cream, he said. I took the ice cream and left. I spat in the man's face and took a tantrum. Piss off, I shouted at the top of my lungs. You're going to be like that? I don't want your garbage. Do your job properly. I headed home. Managed to get home. Quiet night in, big hole in the garden, slap with a fish, or go clubbing. Clubbing! I hung around my house till about 10:30, then took a quick shower, pulled on a shirt. Wait, we're not at the club yet.
Oh.
We're still at our house. We're getting ready for the club. I pulled on a shirt and put on some aftershave and headed out. I went to underground, got a drink, and watched as the place started to fill out with the guys and the girls. I admired some of the more attractive ladies.
I like
joined-
your choice of our club.
Well, I know there's more than one underground, so that's why I
Okay.
chose it. Anyway, dance floor, get wasted, hit on some girls.
No, it's a club, so it has to have loud music while you read it out.
I took drink after drink, and then the night turned into a blur. I was like, someone, and felt hands pulling me away. Next thing I remember, we passed out. Next thing I remember, I woke up in a tunnel surrounded by homeless people. Everything I had in my pockets was gone, and when I left the tunnel, I realized I wasn't even in the same city anymore. I began my new life.
I'd rather choose the other option.
Well, being homeless wasn't easy, but when I got used to it, I could survive. My previous life disappeared, and completely new opportunities opened up before me. But it only lasted for 2 weeks until the entire world dissolved and everything in it died. An ending.
Right, let's get a third one.
You got the homeless man ending. One of the best ones.
Right, I'm just gonna see how we watch it.
I've been watching it. Okay, so
Right, more endings.
I want to go female this time. Chocolate or vanilla. So I want to actually take the ice cream this time.
Yes.
I nodded and left my ice cream. Chocolate ice cream was clearly the best choice, no matter what the ice cream man said. I sat on the bench outside enjoying my cone. After I finished it, I started to make my way home. But I began to feel a little queasy on the way home. I walked to a nearby factory hoping I could use their toilet. I went to a pub hoping I could sit down and use their toilet, or I decided I'd be fine and continued on my way home.
Let's get wasted!
I sat down at the bar, trying to calm down and make sure I was okay before I moved on again. So we're female at the moment, are we?
Yes.
Okay. While I sat there, an old man with a pint next to me turned towards me and stared. "Why, hello there," he grumbled, opening his mouth to reveal more than one gap. "What brings you down here?" I went to the toilet. I told the man to pull his teeth out and shove them up his arse. I told them I'd discuss it if he bought me a drink. I left the pub.
Okay, so is he a year old? Because then he'd be a gap here.
I went into the appropriate lavatory. Sometimes I wondered why men and women have different bathrooms. I tried to think about what difference it would make to me if the opposite gender was wandering around while I was doing my business. There was potential for it to work, but now without guys, that's meant to be not. Oops,
Okay.
oh well. But
No,
not without guys like downstairs in the world. I'd be scared to go to the toilet at any place that sold alcohol. I went to leave the pub. As I was on my way out, the man that had been sitting next to me grabbed my arm. He shoved something into my hand and let me go. I looked down at my hand to see that there was a small red pill there. I ate the pill, or I threw it at him and left.
I'm not doing drugs.
You don't know if it's drugs.
It might
it's
be.
just a red pill.
It most likely is
That
drugs.
might not be drugs.
Probably is. I managed to get home.
Okay, we got home again.
I want to dig a big hole in the garden.
Cool. I got out my shovel, went into the garden, and started digging. Space dot. I found something. I did proofread it all, but you know these things fall through the cracks. Anyway, I found something very therapeutic about digging. It's good hard work and it's easy to turn my mind off while doing it. My shovel hit something hard. I pushed dirt around until I managed to dig out a small metal box. I flicked it open. In the box there was a little red pill that reminded me of one of those old fish oil tablets I used to take.
Another red pill!
Yeah. I ate the pill, I put the pill back and went back inside. I buried myself alive.
At the same time, I want to continue the story, and I know if I choose that, it'll be the end. So...
Yeah, you will actually bury yourself alive. Oh wait, I closed the box, chucked it back to the bottom of the hole. It scared me. I quickly shoved all the dirt back in the hole and passed it back over and went back inside. We can dig it up again if you want and then eat it. Or we can go back to the club. Or we can just have quiet night in.
Oh, this is new!
Yeah. I started to get ready. First I took a shower, then decided I'd put my hair up tonight.
I'm women now.
Yeah. I tried out several dresses in the mirror before settling on a light blue one and then chose makeup accordingly. After spending a while on that, I turned to my perfumes. Firstly, I thought that maybe some sort of blue flower will go well with my blue dress, but the closest thing I had was lavender, and I didn't want to use the same stuff my gran used to use because that would just be too weird and people probably wouldn't get it anyway. I settled on some rose scent, nice and simple. Oh, I'd forgotten to paint my nails. Obviously they needed to be some kind of blue, but I couldn't decide which. I went for a different shade of blue for each nail. Was it 11:30 already? I headed to go to the club underground. It was busy when I got there. While I made my way to the bar across the dance floor, I could feel Mel's eyes crawling over my body. I made it to the bar when I heard a voice. You want a drink? I looked to see a short guy about my age smiling at me. He had 2 drinks in his hand and was offering one forward to me.
Is that guy you?
No, it's not me.
Well, you're a short guy. My age. Well, you're not short,
I guess. Get lost. Are you sure? He continued to pester me. I can show you a good time if you let me. I have a boyfriend, I was forced to say. The little man grimaced and walked off without another word. Dodged a bullet there. Dance or get wasted. I'm just going to tell you now, getting wasted goes the same way as the other.
I guessed that.
Yeah, okay. I went to dance. I found a space on the dance floor and started busting some moves. Yeah. Boy, yeah.
Breathing.
Some guys started to dance around me, some of them getting a bit too close. Hey! He shouted in my ear. Want a good night? He shoved something into my hand. I opened my hand to see a little red pill.
You really want me to take this pill, don't you?
I closed my eyes and ate the pill. I threw the pill across the room and moved away from them. I threw away his pill and went to get drunk.
I'm not eating this pill!
I started to feel miserable dancing by myself. I felt like I didn't belong there. I went to get wasted, I went to kill myself, or I continued to dance. Dance more, dance more.
That's what I was going to do.
I managed to keep going despite feeling miserable. Eventually I started to enjoying myself a little.
Oh, wait,
When the night ended, I decided I had a great time. I got up for work the next day and enjoyed the day much more because of the good night I'd had. I headed home after work. We're home again. Quiet night in?
Yep.
I stayed in watching reruns of Friends all night. It had been an odd day, but life continued as normal after that, until the end when the world ended 2 weeks later. Another ending.
I really want to see... Should I just not do the pill ending so people can find it for themselves?
If you want, yeah.
What do you think?
Well, we've been playing for over 10 minutes now, so this is a good episode length.
Okay, well guys, if you want the pill ending, do it yourself.
Yeah, you can eat the pill and see what happens. Maybe you can stop the world ending. It's not like I know, I only made the game single-handedly. Bye!
Bye!